For this screencast, I want to talk about how you do number 4 for your table if your independent variable has more than 2 categories. When I recorded the lecture here on campus, I talked very briefly about that issue, but I never explained it in detail, so I wanted to make sure I did. If your independent variable is dichotomous like sex, then you have your 2 groups. The variable that's listed here will be the independent variable in your hypothesis. That goes in the column of your table. This here will refer to how you break down your dependent variable, and that will be the rows of your table. So this refers to people who get drunk at least occasionally, if not frequently. That's what this refers to here. So I said to the computer, just let me know about people who got drunk frequently, and then let's find out about the independent variable. So what you need to do is try and break it down to a similar number of cases. Look over here in the last column here. You can see about 2/3 of all people were in number 1 for this variable here. Well, you scroll back up. That's people who said they never prayed. So for people who got drunk occasionally or frequently, I had 45 people said they never prayed. So let me use this Excel file here. You'll need to develop your table, of course, have a nice title, label your columns, label your rows. I'm just showing you this as an example. So for my, let me correct that here, not religious. So for people who, again, if you look back here, we're looking at people who just got drunk more regularly. So for this row right here, again, this little communication here is one of your rows. And the other one down here will be your other row in your table. Information in here refers to what's in your columns. So 1, I'm going to categorize those as my not religious people, those who didn't pray. I had 45 of those people. And then 45 subtracted from 70 is 25. I could add all those up, or just subtract this from that. So that's 25. And then my total over here, let's see how many are there. There's 80, right? Just double check. I'm sorry, 70. 70. So for my people who said they got drunk regularly, 45 didn't pray, 25 prayed at least somewhat often, 70 total people. Okay, now we're looking at the people who got drunk rarely or never. And so what you have here now, because above I compared 1 to everyone else, I need to make the exact same comparison in the other table. So I need to compare this group here, the ones, to everyone else. Okay, so there were 28 there. So I'll type 28 right here. And then I had, what would that be, 80? Make sure you do your math properly. Don't just guess in your head like I am. But you add all these numbers up and you'll get 80, 108 total. So that's how we do your table. Now, of course, you need to make these into percents. So for example, here I have, what's that, 73 people. What I would do to get my percentages is divide 45 by 73, put the percent there. Divide 28 by 73, put my percent there. Same thing over here. What, there's 105. So I divide 25 by 105, put my percent there. 80 by 105, put my percent there. So that's how you make a table for number 4 when your independent variable has more than 2 categories. Let me know what questions you have.